Hello, my name is Cherie and my channel is Storybook It. I've actually been a cosplayer, designer, and seamstress full-time for about 6 years now. And this video I decided to do something cozy for the winter. I'm making a tree stump house out of scrap foam that I have laying around. I have tons of it, so I decided to use some of it to make some little projects that I could put around my house. So right now I'm just putting together the stump part using the scrap pieces that I've collected. And I decided to make a functional door for this piece. And a couple little windows. I decided to make this for my first project. This is the first time I've done a video like this. I typically just take pictures of what I do during the process and just post that, but this is the first time I'm actually doing a video. Right now I'm just building up some of the edges so that it can be a little irregular. I thought I would start with a project that would be mine, so especially since I haven't really done this before, I'm just kind of doing it and deciding what I want to do along the way. Again, I just wanted to do something cozy. It's winter time here where I live, so we tend to do some different projects around the home or just kind of organize and clean up and rest, reset. So after I built those pieces up, I covered it with foam clay and let that dry. And I want to add some texture to it, so I kind of just drew some lines where I might score it or add some details with the hot glue gun. I've actually done this on a bigger scale. We had made a large size tree, turned it into like a shelf, and I actually want to do another one to put in my home, but for now I just thought I would do something small. I just got this hot glue gun from Amazon, and I really like it because the tip is smaller and a little bit more precise. So it was nice to make details with it. And then after all that dries, I always seal it all with Mod Podge. It gives it a nice base for painting and helps just to seal the foam. After that dries, then I will paint it a base color black. And this is a nice base since I'm going to be doing browns and different types of brown colors for the tree trunk, that it just kind of makes it all uniform and easier to paint over since I'm going to be using some dark colors. And now I'm just doing a base brown. I typically use flexi paint, but this doesn't really need to be flexible, but I just had, it's almost finished, the bottle, so I just thought I would go ahead and use it. But you can use any kind of acrylic paint. The flex paint is really nice to use for armor pieces, especially pieces that are in bending areas. But again, this is just a piece that's going to sit on one of my dressers or something. Right now I'm in the process of really organizing and kind of setting up my working area so that it's has everything where I need it to be. And I probably will do a video so that you can see where I work eventually. So there's the door. It took me a while to figure out how I wanted that door to swing open, but I just used a skewer and a couple pieces of leather like trim, and I just kind of slid it through there. I'm sure there's a better way to make a hinge, but that's all I had on hand and it works. So after I do the main color, I start adding some highlights, deepening the color in some of the areas, the tree trunk with black acrylic paint. Just to add more texture and make it look kind of realistic. I was told it looks like a chocolate bar. That's okay. This was a really relaxing project because you could just paint, listen to music, and just kind of let your creative mind go as to how I wanted to make this. Because actually I may put this on my mantle. Last month I made a mushroom house, which was the very first project that I've done for my home. The nice thing about doing this is usually when I do commissions or different props for people, I get to take pictures and I get to see the end product, but then I have to ship it away, never to see it again. So it was really nice to be able to make something that I could put on my shelf and look at and just think, wow, I made that. I made something cute and cozy. I have a theme for my sewing crafting area, which I'll go into more later. So this kind of goes with the theme. I kind of wanted to have the idea that when I walk into that space that I'm working, that I feel like I'm walking into another world, one that I could feel inspired by, feel creative, just make you feel happy and make it cozy. I think it's really important, especially when you work from home, to be able to create a space like that. So many times I see some of the other things I need to do around the house when I'm trying to work on commissions, but this really trying to do a theme and make it really whimsy, it really helps. So I'm just adding a little bit more highlights. I'm not the best at painting. I have done some painting growing up, but I think I learned mostly from my daughter. She does a lot of painting, and I've watched her. She's even helped me paint some of the pieces that I've made for my commissions. I mostly draw with charcoal or pencil, and have done some color pencils and some paint, but I've really gotten into it here of late, making props and armor pieces, and now making little cute things to put in my home. Yeah, it had fallen off, so I had to re-glue it. And I had bought these pieces to use as a base. I want to add some moss and some mushrooms. I did decide to put some moss on it. I made sure that I use wood glue and a little bit of hot glue when I put together the base so that it wouldn't come apart. And adding some moss to the top. And then painting my little wooden mushrooms. I didn't make these, I just bought them like that. I did attempt to make some, but I decided just to use these little wooden ones for now. Evidently, my sister had made some mushrooms by just pouring some hot glue over like those silicone mats that you can make like cake pops, so it kind of forms the top. And I did do several of them, but I was like, I'll just use these for now. I think I got those mushrooms at the Dollar Tree. And somewhere in my stash I found a couple of these pine cones. So I thought I would just put that in there too. I thought it made it look cute. So just about done. I am going to have something made to put on the top, and I made it so that I could put one of those little flickering LED candle, tea light candles inside. It's time for the reveal. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this is the first video that I made, and I plan on making some other things, actual patterns and different dress designs. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you all again.